only calls it a dictatorship when it's a black country that's decided that they don't need saving. Because in 1979, this 35-year-old man led a revolution on his little island called Grenada. And when he tried to build something real, schools, healthcare, literacy, America called him a communist and made sure that he never got to finish what he started. Meet Maurice Bishop. He wasn't chasing power, he was chasing dignity. Bishop and his people threw out a corrupt leader named Eric Gary. He built free schools, made healthcare accessible, and launched adult literacy programs that nearly wiped out illiteracy on the island. He'd tell people that they must be the engineers of their own futures. That line hit different because he actually meant it. Grenada started looking like proof that a small black nation could thrive without begging the US or Britain for approval. Then Bishop linked up with Cuba for doctors, teachers, engineers, not missiles. But Washington saw that as a threat. Reagan's team went on TV calling that little island a Soviet base because they were building airports to bring in tourism. Imagine that. An airport becomes a reason to invade? The real fear wasn't communism. It was a black country standing on its own 2 feet. But by '83, people inside Bishop's own party started turning on him. His deputy, Bernard Cord, accused him of being too popular and had him locked up. But the people weren't playing that. Thousands of Grenadians marched. They freed him and they carried him through the streets. And within hours, soldiers loyal to Cord opened fire. Bishop and several ministers were taken to Fort Rupert and executed against a wall. And 6 days later, the US invaded under something called Operation Urgent Fury. They said it was to restore democracy. You don't bomb a tiny island filled of 100,000 people to restore anything. You bomb it to remind them who's in charge. After his death, people cried in the streets. He wasn't a dictator, he was hope. And the US couldn't let that stand. So they buried him under headlines calling him a Marxist puppet. Meanwhile, the airport that he built, it still stands. They renamed it Maurice Bishop International Airport. Every plane that lands there touches the ground that he dreamed up. Maurice Bishop didn't die because he failed. He died because he made freedom look possible. Because every time a black nation tries to build something of its own, the empire shows up with bombs and a press release. They call it democracy, but really? It's fear. Fear of what happens when we stop asking for permission. Say his name. Maurice Bishop.
They tell us if you're speaking Dutch, you the best. If it's English, you the best. French is the best. Spanish is the best. American is the best. And all of us hating each other. When in fact we are one people from one Caribbean with one struggle and one destiny. We see it therefore as one of our historic duties and responsibilities to pull down these artificial barriers of colonialism and to develop that oneness and that unity that we nearly lost. We believe it is critically necessary to have close relations with all of our neighbors. It is becoming more and more difficult for developing third world countries to go forward. Because unfortunately, our economies remain by and large dependent on and tied to the capitalist world economies. And therefore, when the capitalist world goes through their cyclical crises, one after the other, it has an immediate effect on us. As we say at home, when the capitalist world catches a cold, we catch pneumonia. And the crisis in the capitalist world has been deep. In all of the developed industrialized countries, there is greater and greater unemployment. And as this unemployment goes deeper and deeper into the society, the people who feel it the most are the poor and working people. The massive cutbacks. The massive cuts in social welfare. The cuts are not coming in the arms race. The cuts are not coming out of the arms budget.
Welcome to the Love Kitchen. No chicken. I come in peace and love. Stand strong together. Future without fear. You remember Donald Pierre? Stay right there. Now, there's some news going along, and based on the information, it is only in the Caribbean that information is there. Now, America want to go in the Caribbean and create a problem. I see a problem. Mr. Donald Trump. Now, as a man of love, you hear me? I don't judge, but I will judge you today. Because that thing you want to do there, it is not right. You understand? It's best to go and fly a kite. It is not right. I hear you, Mr. Trump. I'm listening to you. You went in the Gaza Strip, or you went to Israel, right? You say that you want to have peace. You want to make peace. You say you solve 8 wars. No, me know that. I ain't doubting you. You say that. You understand? Maybe you solve war. I don't know. I didn't deal when you're talking to the man and them. You understand? But based on what I knew, it's a puppy show. Because if you solve 8 war, and you're telling the world, I solved 8 war, but how you want to go and create another war? I don't understand that, man. What's wrong with you, Mr. Trump? You understand what I'm saying, man? Something you have to stop that hatred thing, boy. It's not good for your health. Because you realize you're putting on size. You know what I mean? You're getting big. Your belly big. You understand? You know why your belly getting big, so? Because you're eating too much of McDonald's. Mr. Trump, I want you to check me out. I'm not a Mickey Mouse. I just cook some real good item. Pure vegetarian style all the while. Greens, man. Mango, spinach, sweet potato. You know, if you eat sweet potato, you won't swell up on your big toe. That is not a show. I'm not joking, Mr. Trump. Humble yourself. Canadians, listen, come together, and tell Mr. Trump, already disagree with that. Now, Reagan was a criminal. You know what I mean? He's gone. So let me talk about Mr. Reagan. You understand? He was a cowboy. This man like gone. That's why he come and invade Grenada. You understand? Because that kind of cowboy thing. But Mr. Trump, you was not a cowboy. Maybe you have gone, but you didn't do no army. You never fight no war. So why you want to declare war on the people right now? Rest in peace, Mr. Jimmy Carter. Mr. Jimmy Carter never do that. You understand? You went in Jimmy Carter funeral. You didn't whopping. You didn't. When you went there, you didn't pray war. You understand? This man never declared war. That is the only president in American history never declare war on the people. Mr. Trump, what Venezuela do you? Eh? Venezuela ain't checking you. Venezuela give you enough thing. They build a house. Them is not no Mickey Mouse now. They build a house. They give enough energy. You know what I mean? The Cuban and them bring enough doctor there and thing. You can't tell the people and them, listen man, if you want to do something good, bring down some money in Grenada. You understand? And spend some money. Money is like honey because Grenada people like money. You understand? So some of the money, them crypto coin you had it. Bring down some down so. Don't bring down no boat and no satellite and no solar. The people in the Caribbean didn't like that. Because, you know, they say black people vote for you. You will say that. You know what I mean? As the black people vote for you, you get vexed. You ain't studying black people again. All them Asian people vote for you. They say they're sorry to vote for you. You ain't feeling bad at all. But in the yard, I feel bad. You should feel bad because you in your yard and you should feel bad. You understand what I'm saying? The Mexican love you. You know what I mean? That's why they vote for you. The Asian people vote for you, you know. Them people working garden and things like that. You don't work garden, no Trump. You don't work no garden, you're lazy. You know what I mean? I mean, lazy, you're crazy, you know. You understand? You like money. Okay. If you like money, but make good money. You understand? Everybody has to make money. Stop fighting the people now, boy. What you going on slow? You know what I mean? You have real money already, Esther. You understand? And stop the foolishness. Leave Adam Schiff and them alone now. Leave James Comey alone. Like the past. What happened? You the boss now. What happened? Look at that. You understand? That's a funny thing, you know. But Canadians, come together with Decan. Yeah? And Decan, you could go down in history. You is friend with a pile. You can't do that. You understand? Trinidad, that coolie man down there talking a sort of foolishness. That coolie, you know? If all you want to stop drugs, come together. Come together and get some big pile boat and some coast guard. And we go together outside and play with fishing. And then we will see them. We hold them, but don't shoot on the people. You have to make sure the drugs, you have to catch the people red-handed. And you don't need all them plane and all them big boat and things, because them man is only a few man. You understand? So it's easy to catch them. So if you come together, if everybody come together now, the drugs go stop. Because you have real drugs in America, you have drugs in Sweden, you have drugs in Grenada, you have drugs in Africa, you have drugs in everywhere. If you can't stay right there. You understand what I mean? But I want to know, look at that foolishness, that fighting, and that cussing. You see me right now, I talking there, you know. I studying to go and cook a food. The Palestinians, I dedicate this for you. The people of Israel, all the people who get licked off by Hamas, I dedicate this to you. My dear people in Israel, come together. Talk to your brother. You know what I mean? Come together, the Palestinian people, talk to Hamas, tell them, Lego that. You know what I mean? Stop the fighting. Tell them all they don't want to fight again. You understand? What is that all about? It's a real Mickey Mouse. Pope Francis, rest in peace. Pope Francis say, who am I to judge? But you have to call them out. Call them out, you know, call them out Pope Leo. He's a good fellow. You know. My dear people. All I say is, see me, I decide to come here. I see that you see me, I have enough love in my heart. And you know why I have to continue with the good love in my heart? Because me is a black man, love all man in Rasta. Me love the Indian man, the Pakistani man, me love the Asian man, me love the white man, the European man. Every man, a style of man, I a lover. You know what I mean? I love her. I see me and love from above. What happened? All that go on so and the fighting, what happened? Just cook food and sit down and eat and have good fun and laugh. Go and fish. Jump in the fish hour. You ever go and fish? You only playing golf. So level the golf thing, Rasta. Get a fishing rod and go and fish and do fish too. You will get peace of mind. You understand? Even though the fish clean off your bait, you know what I mean? You still get something to put in your plate. Look at the McDonald's thing, Rasta. You know what I mean? Get a big fish and tell Byron to cook it. Tell Byron to learn to cook. Because if Byron learn to cook, you get big and fat, you know. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Because your belly get big and fine, you know, Mr. Trump. You have to let go that kind of thing, that food you eating ain't good. Tune into the improviser, you'll get wiser, and you're going to let go that food. You know what I mean? I ain't joking, you know. I start telling you, sometimes before you vex, it makes sense, you know. You understand? Because stop talking about war and both, and you went and you say you make peace, and then boom, all of a sudden you want to create war again. Man, what kind of complicated thing understand? That's complication and stuff. You know what I mean? You're boasting. You want to get Grammy Award and Nobel Prize Award on it. If you want to get it, humble yourself and stuff. You know? Don't beg for it. Wait. If you will come, you'll come. You understand? Forget who get it. Forget who get it. If you have to get it, you go get it. You understand? And you know what I mean? What is that all about, Grenada? Don't forget, Mr. Trump, the people of Grenada say no. You can't come there and interfere with the airport that Maurice Bishop built. You understand? The greatest ever leader in the world, Mr. Trump. That man better than you know. He's a lawyer. You understand? He's not a liar, he's a lawyer. You understand? And they can too, they can say lawyer. But you see how food I cook there? Check that Trump. I cook a soup. You know what I mean? I make some Bill Gates. I shall call it Trump Gates. You know what I mean? But it's Bill Gates. Because I know I call it Bill Gates. It's rich in flavor. Now we see when you get rich as Bill Gates, I'll give one of them a name. You understand? But no, you're in the game. You understand? It's a rich bakes. You ain't rich enough like that bakes. You understand? And you see that day? Look at that. You see sweet potato. Nice and then fresh sweet potato and normal potato. Pot on the right is a soup. Pot on the left is a stew. You know what I mean? A stew normally cook. Pure ital. You have to learn to eat ital. You know what I mean? And see what I do? I grate the sweet potato. So I mean, you know what I mean? It's called what you call it? A food if you're not teeth, you know what I mean? You're cool, you know what I mean? So it's soft and nice, you know what I mean? And if you eat it twice, you know what I mean? It's gonna be nice. My dear people, I mean what I see, right? You understand? I say sometimes, man, I just best to try to have fun and just try to be positive. You understand? Call out the negativity. Yeah, I mean, no matter who it is, even though it's your brother, your father, your mother, your sister, your children, call it out. Don't be a Mickey Mouse. Pope Francis, rest in peace. Pope Leo, he is a good fellow. Don't stay in the balcony and talk. Walk.